What is good, everyone, and welcome back to another episode of the WeSportin podcast. And today, I'm here with the Fab Four. I know it's Fab Five, but we don't have a fifth member at all. Sad day. But we have us four. And today, we're going to be doing Trivia Episode 2. And our host, as usual, will be Drew. The winner of last time was Dylan Walker. For anyone that wants to go watch that other video on how Dylan just stole the victory from me.
Tripled your score.
Dude,
Tripled your score.
Guys, the score was 8-8, and I couldn't believe I messed up on the last question. It was
Don't lie to the people. Do not lie to the people.
Okay, guys, I got blown out, but I did finish second, though. First loser, but finished second. And yeah, with that video coming out real soon. So if we're all ready to go, Drew is going to explain the rules. Dylan's on a phone call right now. Don't know what it is. But yeah, we'll all be good. Drew, explain the rules.
All right. So for those of you who watched last time, go watch that first. When you're good, come back here. The rules are the same as last time. All right. There's going to be 20 questions, 4 categories, 5 per category. The contestants have 30 seconds to answer. Now, if they answer incorrectly, they're done. First person to get it gets the point. There's 1 point per question. The last question for each category is worth double. It's the same game as last time, same rules. You should be able to pick up pretty quickly. Now, are the boys ready to go?
Yes.
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 Now, the question here is Dylan going to capitalize on his big episode 1 victory and repeat? He's the defending champion. Or will Nico come back, as there is a rivalry brewing here?
Or will Colin win? Don't count out Colin.
Oh my God, poor Colin.
You know what? No, Colin is the people's champion.
Yes.
That's how we like it. Colin's the people's champion. So, hey, without further ado, y'all boys ready to go?
Let's go.
Hold on. Wait. Just going to grab this out of the slot real quick so I know when to get my answers.
All right, cool. So, the first category, the first of the 4 categories is running backs. It's all things running backs.
This isn't even fair.
No, Dylan, there are no Derrick Henry questions. Stop it. No Derrick Henry questions. Okay. For the first question of episode 2 of the WeSportin Trivia show is, who holds the single season record for rushing yards?
Eric Dickerson.
Dylan, right off rip again.
Dude, this isn't even.
Do better. Do better.
I don't know running
And then
back.
again, it is the first question. Got a lot of game left to play.
I don't
all right.
know running backs. I just don't know running backs.
There's a lot of game left to play. Next question. Who is the first running back to ever rush for 2,000 yards in a single season?
O.J. Simpson.
And a boy, Colin,
Right, yeah.
on the board right
Nico,
away.
I do it. I didn't say it. Nico was completely clueless.
Nico has not said a word since the game began. He's not given an answer yet. But then again, Colin and Dylan have not given him an opportunity to, as it is 1-1. Colin and Dylan are tied. The third question, who is the career leader in rush attempts?
Don't know.
Is it Emmett?
It would be Emmitt Smith. Dylan got it right again. I think we may see a repeat of last episode, but it is too early to tell. But Dylan is looking sharp right on the box. Points. Nico, you got to do something about this. Moping will not help you.
I am trying.
Do or do not. There is no try, my good sir.
Come on, Nico.
And with that, we will go to the 4th question. Who is the active leader in rushing yards per game?
Frank Gore.
No.
Okay. Active. Okay.
Please don't get this.
Wait. Ask the question again.
Active leader in rushing yards per game. 15 seconds left.
Like this season, or that's their whole career?
Career. Out of everybody still playing.
Oh.
10 seconds. 5, 4, 3,
Derrick Henry.
2, no, 1. Nico.
Words. Todd Gurley.
It's not Todd
Todd
Gurley.
Gurley?
Nobody
Why
gets
would
that
you
point.
guess that?
Ezekiel Elliott
What?
is the active leader in rushing yards per game with 89.9
No one even
yards
likes
per game
him.
in his
He's
career.
bad. No one likes him.
I wonder how far that went down after this year. That's interesting.
I don't know. Well, that is the answer, and the scores are unchanged. Now, the final question of the running backs category, as you all remember, this one is worth double, but it is the hardest question of the category. Now, the question is, who was the last running back to go number 1 overall in the NFL draft?
Bro, that happened? Wait, what? That actually
It
happened?
did happen.
Dude, no way. That
It did
ever
happen.
happened.
20 seconds.
What
That
year was
happened.
it?
I am not at liberty to say 15 seconds.
I don't know any running backs who went number 1.
10 seconds. No guesses. 5,
No,
4,
that.
3, 2,
I have no clue.
I'm
and
just,
since nobody answered, you know what? I will allow you guys a guess after the buzzer, even
bro,
though
can we get like a hint at least?
No.
well, this isn't it's not going to be worth any points. Your time is up.
Okay. Yeah, just say it. No one got it.
Yeah,
Kijana Carter,
Bro,
running back,
Who?
Penn State.
This is why no one takes running backs number 1 because no one knows who that is.
He was selected number 1 overall in the 1995
Yep.
NFL draft.
How
by the
good
Cincinnati
was his NFL
Bengals.
career?
He was a bust. He got
There you
hurt
go.
very early, and he didn't do much.
There you go.
Now, after one category, the score is Dylan 2, Colin in second with 1, and Nico bringing up the
Woohoo,
rear
Nico.
very valiantly and in high spirits with none. Now, the second category is, it might make our parents happy, all about the 80s.
Oh,
The
Lord.
1980s in the NFL. So if you know your NFL history, you may do well here. But if you don't, good luck. With that, we will go to our first question. And that is, there are 6 Hall of Fame quarterbacks whose career started in the 1980s. Name 3.
In the 80s?
Mm-hmm.
Bruh. Whom?
Okay, I'm gonna try Dan Marino, Joe Montana, John Elway.
No. You need all of them. 15 seconds.
Jim Kelly,
10 seconds.
John Elway,
5 seconds.
and Joe Theismann.
Joe Theismann is not in the Hall of Fame.
Oh,
That is incorrect.
you were so close.
You had it
Okay,
up until the
stop the
last
calling.
one.
Stop the
I
calling.
don't know.
Dylan, you were close. Joe Montana's career in the NFL started in 1979.
Oh, God,
The 6
I
Hall
knew
of Fame
he was
quarterbacks
so-
whose career who started in the 80s were as follows: John Elway, Dan Marino, Warren Moon, Steve Young, Jim Kelly, and Troy
How did I forget
Aikman.
Warren Moon?
Oh, I
Because
forgot about Warren Moon.
Nobody remembers that Warren Moon started in the 80s in the NFL.
I
He's got a
thought
lot
Joe
of seasons in
Montana
the
got. I
Canadian
thought
Football
Joe
League.
Montana got started in 1980. I thought that's why I was one off.
79. All right. The next question.
Nico's already done.
Nico, we just started. Come on, man.
Hey, don't
do
be
this.
looking up
You're still
answers.
in it. You're still
Don't
in
be
it.
looking up answers, Nico.
Don't be looking at. Let's see the phone. Come on. No cheating.
I'm literally on Snapchat, guys. Y'all can chill. Snapchat.
This is your podcast, Nico.
This is your podcast.
Okay, I was responding back to a quick message I had to answer.
Compete,
Mhm.
man.
Mhm.
I am
Uh-huh.
All right. Next question. Which team won the most Super Bowls during the 1980s?
Cowboys.
No.
Oh my God, you were talking about this earlier. Holy crap. It's the San Francisco
20.
49ers.
Nico is on the board.
Oh.
Nico is on the board.
Drew said
With
something.
his first point, he is now tied with Colin for second place and 1 point away from tying the leader.
I'm gonna beat you
Very
up.
good, Nico. You know what? I'm proud of you.
Dude,
You
imagine
stick-
if
you
I
stick with it?
imagine if I said this team. Imagine if I would have said that and got
I
it.
thought you were going to for a second.
No,
I mean,
no.
they did win 2, so that wouldn't have been a horrible guess. Anyways, the third question is the 1985 Chicago Bears only lost 1 game the whole season.
Bruh, and who was it?
Who was the starting quarterback of the team that
Joe
defeated them?
Montana.
Got it.
Wait, what?
No.
Can you repeat that? Because he flipped out and said Joe.
I
I'll
was just
repeat the
guessing. I
question.
had no
I'll
clue.
repeat the
I didn't
question.
repeat.
Okay.
I didn't hear you because Dylan literally said the answer right when you were talking.
It was wrong. I got it
I
wrong.
didn't hear the
It was
question.
wrong, so he's out anyway. All right. So
I forgot his name.
the 1985 Chicago Bears only lost 1 game the whole season.
Yeah.
Who was the quarterback of the team that beat them?
Oh, Miami Dolphins.
Wait,
Who was the
wait.
quarterback?
Dan Marino.
Colin, you had it, man.
He said the Miami Dolphins. He asked for a quarterback.
Okay.
Had it.
Was it Marino? It was Marino.
It was Marino. Nico,
Nico,
is now
stop trying to
tied.
come back. No.
Look at how the mood changes now that Nico's doing well.
Nobody, you said the quarterback, and he just went the Miami Dolphins.
Give the kid a break. All right, at least he's participating.
Go.
Damn it.
Oh man. Can we move on?
Yeah.
God damn it.
All right, let's move on. The fourth question
Go Dolphins.
in 1980s category. In 1980, the single season interception record defense was almost broken. Who almost broke the record?
It won Dion.
No, Dion.
Not Dion.
Now I gotta think of corners in the 80s that were good.
I don't know any corners from the 80s.
Wait, in the 80s?
Yes, 1980.
I have someone, but I just know.
Come on, man. 10 seconds left.
Give me Rod Woodson.
That is wrong. 2.
Ronnie Lott.
Corner.
Not Ronnie Lott.
He said a corner. He could free safety.
He's safe.
I don't know. How am I supposed to know this?
Correct answer is Lester Hayes.
Who?
He had 13 interceptions. He would have broken the record, but 2 of them were called back due to penalties.
Be better.
Lester Hayes played for the Raiders. They won the Super Bowl that year.
That sucks.
Okay, it's fine.
I told
Tied
you
with
this-
2. I'm tied. That's all I care about right now.
You're not winning though.
Hey, the last question of the category. It's worth double. There was one player to be first team All-Pro all years of the 1980s. Who was it?
Joey Rice.
No.
Joe Montana.
No.
That's all I can think of is just 49er players.
It is on Colin.
Have you noticed my last words be like Joe Montana, Jerry Rice, running the
Was it?
80s?
I don't,
Oh, I know who it is. I
was it
know who
Ronnie
it
Lott?
is.
I don't think it was him.
Who?
Was it Ronnie Lott? I don't think it was him.
It was not Ronnie Lott.
It was
Nico,
Walter
who do you
Payton.
think? Who do you think it is?
Walter Payton. Has to be.
Nope.
Oh, it wasn't Walter Payton.
Who was it? I mean, everyone
Anthony
guessed.
Munoz.
Oh, the Bengals left tackle. Okay, that makes sense.
Cincinnati Bengals.
Oh, the dude with the cool mustache on Madden. I mean, yeah. That's all I know him as.
Cool
Not like the
mustache.
greatest left tackle of all time or anything. Just the guy with the cool mustache on Madden. That's
Yeah, Hall of Fame left tackle. Most all pros.
probably the greatest left tackle of all time. Nico's like, cool mustache
Yeah,
on
cool
Madden.
mustache guy.
Yeah.
Oh, it's the cool mustache guy on Madden.
Oh, brother. Well,
I shouldn't be
after
saying
that conundrum of a category, the score is Nico and Dylan are tied for first with 2 points apiece. Colin is bringing up the rear, but not far behind with 1 point. The third out of the 4 categories is the Hall of Fame.
Bruh.
The
Dylan's
Hall
gonna
of
get this.
Fame.
Dylan's
Players
gonna
in.
get this. I already know it.
All right. Name one player from this year's Hall of Fame class.
Peyton Manning.
No.
No.
As in 2020, the 2020 Hall of Fame class.
Like
Oh.
last year or this year?
2020. This year will be 2020 until last year.
2020. Oh.
10 seconds.
Ray Lewis. No. It's not Ray Lewis. It's the other.
Colin, 3, 2, 1.
I got nothing.
It's Ed Reed. It's Ed Reed. And I'm so sorry.
Those are both wrong. And Nico, you're saying it was Ed Reed.
Was it?
Ed Reed was, I believe Ed Reed is already a Hall of Famer. He was
I
not
knew
part of
that.
the
So where I thought Peyton was in the draft. I thought he was a nominee this year.
Nah, he's in the draft.
I swear I thought Peyton was a Hall of Fame inductee
He's
this
a
year.
2021 nominee, not a 2020.
It's 2021. I assume
Yeah, but this year's Hall of Fame class hasn't been announced.
this year it's 2021. I got it. That's the point. I got it.
Gee, Manning
This
going back in the
year's
draft.
Hall of Fame class hasn't been released.
Man, dude. Okay, let's go.
Well, I guess that's my bad. Faulty wording. That's on me. That's on
So
me.
I should get a point. I agree.
You said Peyton Manning. He hasn't even been inducted yet. At least I said someone that's either in or has been inducted.
Dylan, no pity points here. I didn't give
Yeah, no
Nico
pity
pity
points,
points
Dylan.
last
Shut
episode.
up.
Why would I?
I'm joking. I don't need pity points. I can beat Nico normally.
Dylan would be better.
Ooh.
All right, the second question in the Hall of Fame category. Who was the last quarterback to be inducted?
A player. So by the name of last quarterback?
Yep.
Dude, I don't want to say this man's name, but I do feel like that he was. But I'm gonna feel like I'm so stupid.
15 seconds.
I'm gonna wait for my other fellow contestants to mess up first, and then I'll pick.
10 seconds.
This is where you.
I want to go out on a limb, but I feel like he's not the last one.
5 seconds.
I was
4,
gonna say, okay,
3,
Favre.
2. No, Nico.
Oh, I was gonna say Favre. Fuck Favre.
Damn it, I was gonna say Brett
I
Favre
was
too.
gonna say Brett Favre.
Everyone was gonna say Brett Favre.
Not Brett Favre. It was Kurt Warner.
Who cares about him?
He was more recent than Favre?
Yeah. Favre was 2016. Warner was 2017.
Kurt Warner.
Bruh.
I
No, you
hate Kurt
guys-
Warner.
You guys do not know your stuff.
Yeah, everyone knows why I hate Kurt Warner.
Yeah, because he took a Super Bowl from you.
Nah, man, it was Dyson. Maybe I'll play the clip right up here as we're doing.
Guys, ready for the next question?
Yep.
Yes, sir.
All right. Who is the only punter to be inducted into the Hall of Fame?
Oh my God, it's the.
Oh, it's the Raiders one. I just don't know his name.
It's the Raiders
You
one.
need his name. 20 seconds left.
Oh my God, and he's in Madden too.
I don't know his name. I know what team he played for. I just don't know his
10
name.
seconds.
The Raiders, I
Oh.
don't know his name. I don't pay attention.
I don't know.
5, 4,
I got
3.
nothing.
2.
Brett.
One.
Who is it?
What'd you say, Nico? Well, correct answer is Ray Guy.
Oh my God, and his name was so.
Dude,
easy.
I knew it was Guy. I just didn't know his first name. I knew he played for the
punted in
Raiders.
Madden.
Well,
What is with you and Madden?
I got
all
it.
of Nico's football knowledge is
Okay,
linked
I
back
haven't
to
scored in a
him.
while.
That
I need
says
to
something
score.
about him as a
Dude,
football analyst.
This is
I
gonna
need
be
to score.
Anyway, the fourth question in the Hall of Fame category.
Fourth double. Right?
No, that would be.
No, there's another one? Okay. okay.
This is the fourth. There's
Okay.
this one, and then the next one is worth
The
double.
fourth question.
Okay, cool.
Which team has the most Hall of Famers?
49ers?
No.
Really? Thank God he took that answer. Okay, that leaves 2 teams left.
20 seconds left. Wow, you guys do not answer fast on this one.
I'm gonna go with the Dallas Cowboys.
No, 10 seconds.
That leaves you, Dylan. That
Green Bay
leaves,
Packers.
no.
Sad to say that you are all wrong.
Is it the Steelers? I
It is
swear it's
Colin's favorite team, the Chicago Bears.
bro.
I tried to
who-
figure. I tried to like find a team that's been good for like a
Don't-
while.
Don't people from the
40.
Bears leave to be better? I'm just putting it out there. Greg
Well,
Olsen.
there are a lot of Hall of Famers from back in the day. The Chicago Bears have been around a long time. The Green Bay Packers are second on the list. That is the one thing the Bears have on the Packers is that they have more Hall of Famers from 1920. All right,
I cannot argue with that.
moving on to the final question of the category, which is worth double. And as you guys know, this is the hardest question of the category. Name 3 players from the inaugural 1963 Hall of Fame class.
All right, GG, bro. I don't know. I'm gonna just be real with you. I'm gonna just throw out the old.
I don't even know.
All right, Jim Brown.
No.
I'm gonna also throw out there Joe
Nico.
Namath. And if we're just gonna be honest, I'm gonna just throw Terry Bradshaw.
You're just like picking the oldest players you can think of.
Absolutely. Johnny Unitas in there somewhere.
You're just saying,
Colin, do you have anything? Anything at all?
I can maybe say one. Is Sid Luckman in there?
Sid Luckman is not in there, and that is the only player that would maybe be inducted into the 1963 Hall of Fame class
Derrick
of all
Henry's
of those that you
dad.
said. Oh, Nico has absolutely nothing. Well,
I'm giving up. I'm not even gonna answer. I have no clue who played in 1963.
I really couldn't tell you who was in that.
well, would you like me to reveal it?
Yes,
Bro, if it's like someone I know, I'm gonna just
Sammy Baugh, Don Hudson, Dutch Clark, Mel Hine, Bronco Nagurski, Cal Hubbard, Ernie Nevers, Johnny Blood, Red Grange, Pete Henry, and Jim Thorpe is the inaugural.
Pete Henry. It was Derrick Henry's dad.
Here's the problem. You see, Drew, what happened was, so these guys weren't in Madden this year, so obviously I didn't know who they were.
Right. Players from the 1920s.
They didn't have a cool mustache in Madden, Nico.
No.
You think get on that. Make some cards from the 1920s. The old players need a shout out. Now, after a very uneventful Hall of Fame round, I will know for future episodes to throw that category out the window because these bums know nothing.
Nope.
Scored any points, and the score is still Nico and Dylan tied at 2, and Colin bringing up the rear. Close behind, though, with 1. And going into the last category, it is anybody's game. And this last category is all about the teams. So this will cover NFL teams and the history of NFL teams. And hopefully points will be scored here. And I do have a tiebreaker just in case you're tied after this category.
Bruh.
The first question of the final category is, which NFL team has captured the most championships?
Oh.
Green Bay?
And it is all tied at 2 apiece. Colin jumps right on it. 13 NFL championships for my
who in the
Green Bay Packers.
Poop would have known that.
I mean,
okay, let's go.
I mean, Colin knew it. Colin got the point. Colin, good on you, good sir. And you are now tied with the rest of them.
I've got
Now,
more
4
points than I
questions
did
left. They're all tied at 2. Let's see how this one ends.
I got more
The
points than I did
second
last
question is, how many times has the Oakland Raiders franchise moved cities?
4.
No.
Oh my God.
3.
Dylan takes the lead.
I was gonna say 3, and he said something. You Lady Walker.
Dang it! It was either
Dylan
3 or 4.
has taken the lead. The Oakland Raiders have moved 3 times. They started in Oakland. Their first move was to Los Angeles. Their second move was back to Oakland. And their third move was recently to the city of Las Vegas. Now, the third question here in the All About the Teams category is, in between the transition from the Houston Oilers to the Tennessee Titans, what was this franchise called for 2 years?
Tennessee Oilers.
That's incorrect.
I just don't need to give it. Dylan got it right off the rip, and he extends his.
You said between the Houston Oilers and the Tennessee Titans, and he goes to Houston Oilers.
The Tennessee Oilers. They were called
Tennessee Oilers.
Tennessee Oilers for 2 years.
Bro, he's
1997 to 1999, I think, right?
Oh my
1998. Good on you, good sir.
I'm a Titans fan. I have to know that.
Nico, I think you might like this next question a little better.
Dylan's gonna get it.
What was the original name of the Washington football team when it was first founded?
Hold up. Wait a minute. Let's
Okay.
Nico's gonna look bad if Dylan knew his and you don't know yours.
Is it the Redskins? I don't think it is.
It is not.
Okay.
I'm gonna need the city and the
Yeah.
team name.
Oh wait.
10 seconds, Nico.
No.
Dude, I don't know.
5.
This is your team.
Four,
I have no clue what it is. I'm gonna go
three,
ahead.
Oh,
and
you
say
think
that.
I remember what
Two.
their first team was in the damn 20s?
The answer is the Boston Braves.
Oh, okay. Okay. Yeah.
They were originally founded in Boston as the Braves and changed their name to the Boston Redskins and then moved to the city of Washington, D.C.
Okay, so I have a 2-point lead, right?
You have a 2-point lead,
Sweet.
but if Colin and Nico jump on this last one, they can tie, creating a tiebreaker and, quite frankly, a very interesting scenario in the second episode of the WeSportin Trivia show. Now, the final question. Nico and Colin really need this to stay alive. Throughout the history of the NFL, how many total teams have there been in the state of Texas?
Hold on.
5.
No, Dylan is out of it. 20 seconds.
Nico, why are you looking down? Don't look
I'm
down.
looking. No, my phone's right here. I'm just counting. I'm counting.
15 seconds. Time's a ticking.
3.
No. 10 seconds left. 5,
2.
4. How many did you say?
2.
But
No.
And Nico is walking out.
oh lordy.
Oh,
I was
the
confused.
answers
I'm like-
were 2, 3, and 5. The correct answer is 4.
It was 4 or 5. I just didn't know which one.
You have the Dallas Cowboys, the Houston Texans, the Houston Oilers that are now the Titans, and the Dallas Texans that are now the Kansas City Chiefs. And Nico, hello, darkness, my old friend.
Dude, it is, dude.
Come to talk to you again as Nico had a golden, shining opportunity as time was ticking
Say
down
2.
to tie it and force overtime. I had a sudden death question ready. You could have won. Oh,
He's rethinking his life
no.
decisions.
And that is it. Dylan is back-to-back
2-0.
WeSportin Trivia champion.
Not as clean as the last time, but still.
You got the job done. I will say
You still
this
won.
was a harder quiz. Kudos to Colin, who improved. Hey, we're always looking for improvement.
Nico was
And
a participant.
Nico, all right, let me do the post-game interview real quick. Nico, how are you feeling after that devastating loss?
Thanks for watching today's episode of the WeSportin Podcast. Like, comment, subscribe, and peace.